Hey everyone, Tony George, Doc Sports Thursday update. Get yourself a March Madness package for $89 over at DocSports.com if you utilize the free $60 link in the description below or on the website in the upper left-hand corner. It says free 60. Take that $60, put it towards a $1.49 March Madness package. And if my math is correct, I know I went to the University of Nebraska, so I got me real good smarts. That ends up being $89 for all March Madness, all tournaments, NIT, everything. Don't like me, that's cool. I don't care. There's 11 other guys over there, some consensus services as well. And a plethora of free information during March Madness, bracketology, all these different things, Major League Baseball futures, picks, stuff like that. All that's free. Doc Sports. Get educated, get informed, and get ready to win some money. All right. Some interesting results yesterday. Nothing, totally shocking. We were able to go 2-2 and win money on our card. Last couple days we've done well. We got another 4-pack today. There were a lot of games I liked today. There's a lot of landmines out there you're going to have to sidestep. There's going to be some upsets for sure. There's a lot of big points being thrown around out there. Took a little look at a lot of them. At days in there, you're looking for big dogs or short faves. That's kind of my approach to this time of year. So let's get to a couple leans I liked, and then we'll give you to a Mountain West matchup here tonight out here in Las Vegas. Early on, I took a long look at Providence getting 8.5 over Creighton, a team they beat and split this year. The Creighton beat it by 9 at home, and they lost on the road to them. I think 8.5's a lot. Providence had a nice win, 74 to, I think it was 56 over Georgetown, which not surprising. Georgetown sucks, but I think Providence, I realize the disparity in scoring, because Creighton's a high-octane offensive. Providence is more of a methodical, scoring 68 to 70 points a game, and, but I just think it's a lot of points for a tournament game. Creighton is my dark horse to win this tournament, only because UConn's not playing at home. UConn, matter of fact, they got their first win on the road against a ranked opponent since 2014, about a week and a half ago. That's hard to imagine with a team that won a national title. Neutral floor, they're better on at, obviously. Look at their record last year, but Creighton's a team that if they're hitting on all cylinders can beat anybody in the country. But I get that. But how much do you want to exert with a big lead if you have one down the stretch? You're trying to rest players, manage a win, and get to the next round and not wear yourself out. So that brings a lot of thought into play when you're getting around 9 or 10 points in these big tournament games. So just a lean. Again, it's a lean. Texas A&M laying 4.5 against Ole Miss. Ole Miss is just in a downward spiral. They've scored 71 points per game their last 5 and allowed 81, including a 26-point loss their last game to Texas A&M. I'd lean A&M. Chris Beard's having some trouble down there at Ole Miss, especially with the upper echelon management and all this other stuff. There's just a lot of dissension among the ranks, I think, at Ole Miss right now. They started out like a house fire and have just, they go 7-11 their last 18? Yeah, I'd take A&M here. My top play today for the free play of all these is Nevada laying 2.5 against Colorado State. I think Nevada can win this tournament. There's really 4 really good teams: Utah State, Boise State, New Mexico, Nevada are kind of the cream of the crop in this conference. This is out in Las Vegas. Matter of fact, New Mexico plays Boise State in a coin flip ball game tonight. That's going to be a hell of a ball game. Watch it. For sure, I'll have that on for sure as one of my games on one of the TVs I have. But I do like Nevada laying the 2.5 against Colorado State here. I had some numbers here for you. They beat them twice this year, once on the road by 3 and at home by 13. I think Nevada, really, their last loss was back on February 13th. They've won 9 out of 10. And covered 8 out of those games. Their last 10 games, they're 8-2 against spread. They're 9-1 straight up, and their only loss was against New Mexico, who sits on top of the heap here, kinda, but have kind of faltered lately. That game with Boise State's gonna be real interesting. But that was a 1-point loss at home to New Mexico. I watched that game. It could have went either way down the stretch, but this is a good team. A team that beat Utah State on the road by 14 points, and won at Boise State by 10. That was back on March 5th. This is just a good basketball team. I think Nevada gets it done, lay the 2.5. The money line's -150 if you like it. Doc Sports, we've got a 4-pack again today, plus $850 to the good. Last 2 days. Got a good card for you. Early tip, like 12:30 or something like that Eastern. So get on them today. We got a 4-unit NBA player prop. I'm passing in the NBA today. I looked at a lot of games today, really hard. We won with Denver last night. They held Miami to 88 points. Wow. And they kind of struggled in that game till fourth quarter, and then they just pulled out a can of whoop. But we did lose a prop bet on Jokic on over 24.5 points. They only had 12 points in that game. And they still won by 12 points, and, they only scored 100. But I just don't like the board tonight in the NBA. I don't push it in the NBA if I don't like it. Really don't. Matter of fact, that's been my rule all year long. And plus, there's a couple games I don't really know who the hell's playing, which is one of the biggest problems with betting the NBA. But I do know who's playing in the Washington-Houston game, and I got a 4-unit NBA player prop in that game. So come on. Let's get it done there. Passing in the NHL. Again, a lot of games tonight in the NHL. Don't like them. Just don't like them. The ones I liked, I had circled, come out heavy chalk. And the totals right now, wishy-washy at best, and just don't like the totals today. I just don't see a huge advantage. There's got to be just more than one thing that puts me on a side or a total. It's got to be a combination of things, and I just don't have a combination of things other than hunches today, and nobody wants to pay me for a hunch. So until I get a good one, we're 60% our last 10 plays, just kind of chugging along on a very low volume basis. And also I want you to give you heads up, a great big tournament in golf this week, the Players Championship. Great one to watch, awesome golf course, TPC Sawgrass. I've played it a couple of times personally. It's one of the most amazing golf courses I've ever played. It'll test every club in your bag. And the best of the best on the PGA Tour. Now we have Liv now with Rahm and DJ and a bunch of stars over there, which is wreaking havoc, with the PGA Tour. Something's going to give here sooner or later with those two merging. So I don't know what they're going to do, but this tournament is the one with the Island Green on 17. For those of you that occasionally watch golf, we're going to see how Thursday shakes out in terms of who does what. But this is the type of course where the cream rises to the top. And this is basically the fifth major. This is one that every player on the PGA Tour wants to win, much like the Masters. They want to win the U.S. Open and the British Open, but This is their tournament, the PGA Tour. If you're on the PGA Tour, you're a member of this golf course. And if you win it, you're a member for life. And it's a big money tournament. Um, there'll be some good head to heads. I've seen some trends with a lot of these big name players that really haven't performed all that well, although Scotty Scheffler, number one player in the world, won last week at Bay Hill, which is another extremely tough test of golf. Big time. Bay Hill. Played there too. I'm a golf fanatic. Very difficult golf course. Water everywhere. Just an absolute nightmare to play. I did not play well there. But they're coming off that one. They drive from Orlando down to Jacksonville. They play at this one. But we did see some trends in that tournament, some different things, some players struggling with certain aspects of their game. And if we can get them matched up against one another with some advantages, we'll be putting out plays Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. Definitely Saturday and Sunday for sure. Hoping to get one in on Friday for you as well, if the tee time works out versus play release time, etc. And we have NASCAR winning year off to a good start. We got NASCAR Bristol, one of my favorite tracks to bet, this Sunday. And we got March Madness all week and weekend. It's a beautiful time in America. Enjoy it. Get over to Docs. Make some money. Be a profiteer. Let's get it done.